Hello there, everybody. It's me, Anime Fighter 1717. Now I'm giving you guys a very, you know what? Forget it. New year, new Let's Play. So I decided to go for Pokemon Leafgreen. Why? Because of the announcement of X and Y, of course. And I figured the best way for me to get ready for the new generation is to start playing some of the older ones. So, here we are. We're learning what we're supposed to do on our journey. I could read all this aloud, but let me just tell you something about this LP. For the longest time, I've been trying to record, but nothing goes right. And, you know, I actually was originally going to go for Fire Red, but the ROM I downloaded for that, the battery backup was dead, so I couldn't save on there, and Pokemon, not exactly a one-sitting game, unless you have way too much time on your hands, which I don't. Since I have quite the number of days off, by that I mean tomorrow and Tuesday, I'll be able to record a lot more. And I'm putting my, alias here, Ali. That's my alias. I didn't want to go with my YouTube name or my full name, so I just went with that. I'm just gonna go with, Gary for my rival, cause, you know, it's Gary. Oh, sure, I could call him other things like douche, asshole, asshat, cunt bag, just any insult in a book, but for the sake of not being too much of a douche, I'll just call him Gary. Because the insults I have for another rival in another generation, and he's much more of an asshole than Gary is. So, I'm playing with the NES. Here I am booting up the PC. This is the first thing you want to do, because there's an item in here. This is the only time you can really go into it anyway, unless you want to store items. So, you want to do that before you leave. And talk to your mom. What's on the TV? Possible reference? Whatever. So out here we go. There's Gary's house next to ours. Here's a sign. There's a girl reading a sign. Talk to people. And here's Professor Oak's lab. The town we're in is Pallet Town, which, really, I don't see how this is a town. It's just my house, Gary's house, and the lab. So, you talk to these are Professor Oak's aides here. They say the same thing. Here's someone else that's looking after Professor Oak's lab. Those 3 Pokeballs will be important in a bit. Right now, let's start our journey. Let's go! Go, go! Hey, wait! Don't go out! What? But why not? Okay, I see. Yeah, I should probably change the message settings so that I'll be able to read these fast enough, you know? Anyway, how's everybody doing today? It's Sunday, February 17th. It's 6:27 p.m. where I'm at anyway. So we have 3 Pokemon to choose from. Now in Pokemon Yellow, which is, you know, back in Gen 1, you're actually given a Pikachu to start your journey with, and sort of like influence from the anime. Though it makes getting your first badge a bit of a challenge, but more on that later. So, I usually go for Bulbasaur. I went with Squirtle on my first playthrough of Pokemon Red, and in my last playthrough before this, I played as Charmander. For this playthrough, I decided I'm going to go with Squirtle. You know, because it's been a while since I've used Squirtle in this game. Most of my playthroughs, I'm either Bulbasaur or Charmander. I I can't think of a good nickname for Squirtle right now, so unfortunately I won't be giving nicknames to him or any of my Pokemon. So predictably, Gary will choose the Pokemon with the type advantage over yours. So if you chose Squirtle, he chose Bulbasaur. If you choose Bulbasaur, he'll choose Charmander. If you choose Charmander, he'll choose Squirtle. Like rock, paper, scissors. And now we're about to enter our first battle with Gary. He's going to send out Bulbasaur. I'm going to send out Squirtle. And yes, no, we haven't had a Pokemon battle before. This first battle doesn't really matter that much, whether or not you win or lose. But if you do lose, it's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth. All this battle really is just one big tackle. The occasional growl, but that's all it really is. Just who can tackle better than the other. So far, I'm doing okay. Though it is possible to lose. And oh, I got a critical hit in my first battle. That never happens. And I win. Thank you. And after your first battle, your Pokemon will immediately level up. Okay, good. Those are my stats. And I beat... What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. No, you just have a lot to learn, Gary. So if you win, you earn money. And if you lose, not only do you black out, because you got your ass handed to you so hard, but you also pay up money. So now that we've had our first battle, let's head out. Look! I copied one of those trainer tip signs. Press start to open the menu. Thanks! I would never have known that. And here we are having our first wild Pokemon battle, and it's a Rattata. Rattata's just a purple rat. That's all it really is. Nothing more, nothing less. You're going to be encountering these a lot. And you're probably going to get annoyed by them very quickly. Especially later on in the game. One more tackle should do... Oh, fuck me, I missed. Okay, so it's just flipping its tail. And I can critical it again. Okay, pretty cool. So, let's go. Oh! Somebody's there. Hi! Hi, I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's part of a convenient chain where we sell all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. And we get another potion. Potions are used to heal Pokemon if they're hurt. So, if you think your Pokemon's in danger of fainting, don't hesitate to use it. And here we have a Pidgey. Since I have no Pokeballs yet, I can't catch it. Sorry, and just one more. Oh, come on, it missed. Alright, one more tackle should do it, and there it goes. Now we're at level 7. Squirtle learned Bubble. That's a technique that basically you shoot bubbles out your mouth. That's it. And we're already at Viridian City. The road to Viridian City really isn't a long one. So here's the Pokemon Center. You're going to be relying on these a lot because these heal your Pokemon completely. More than a potion ever could, so when you see a Pokemon Center, go in there and heal your Pokemon right away. As soon as you enter a town, as soon as you do some training, after you do training, before your gym battle, after your gym battle, Yeah, you're gonna need those Pokemon Centers a lot. So, here we are, getting Professor Oak's parcel. We won't be able to buy anything from the shop unless we give him that parcel. Now, if you look over to your left, and go straight up, you'll see an old man laid out on the ground. Why is he laid out on the ground? I don't know. And he's blocking our path, the asshole. What do you mean he hasn't had his coffee yet? Seriously. I'm sorry, but if most people who don't have their coffee don't get laid out on the ground. Alright, look. So now we have to go back to Pallet Town. And this is as fast as I can go, ladies and gentlemen. Just, oh yeah, these ledges, you can't climb up them, but you can go down them. Really? As soon as I get ready to step back in Pallet Town, you're gonna do this? Really? Really? Fuck that. And now we are back in Pallet Town. Ready to go into Professor Oak's lab, which is over here. Hi, Professor Oak. I have something for you. I don't know what it is, but I got it. Anyway, we're going to deliver Professor Oak's parcel. And now... Oh, Gary's there. Hi, Gary. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. The items we need for our journey. Of course. Alright. And here we go. Okay. What he doesn't tell you is that the best way to catch a Pokemon is to down its HP first. Okay, but you're still capable of going to other regions. So, we have to complete the Pokédex. Now, back in these days, by that I mean a generation that's being remade, there were only 151 Pokemon. Now there's, what, 655? Well, 649 if you don't count the new evolution, the new legendaries, and the starters. So it's safe to say that completing the Pokédex in this day and age, next to fucking impossible. So now we're heading back to Viridian City. It should be a shorter road. Oh, come on. What? Alright, what Pokemon's this? A Rattata. A level 2 Rattata that I don't want. Okay, so let's beat up this Rattata. Let's see how Bubble works. Okay, it does a pretty good amount of damage. So one more tackle and that's it. Yeah, if you catch a Pokemon, I say make sure it's level 4 or higher. At least level 4. Maybe level 3 if you have time to grind. But grinding level 2 and 3 Pokemon is a real bitch to do, trust me. Back in Emerald, I had to try to grind a level 2 Wurmple all the way up to level 9. That shit was tedious. So, I'm back in Viridian City. And here I am saving. So, that's about it. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Leafgreen, I will do some stuff. See you later, I think.